Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's class, I'll be giving you the basic idea of philosophy of education or educational philosophy. So this philosophy of education is also called educational philosophy. Now, if we see the masters in education have a separate paper on this. And also for the student teachers, that is your B.ED program, this topic is studied. And also if we have given our NET exams, we must have seen that not only on the second paper for education, but also on the first paper, which is general and common for all, a lot of questions used to come relating to this topic. Because the main purpose of NET, that is the National Eligibility Test if you see, is to test if a person who is planning to become a teacher is capable or say eligible to become a teacher or not. So this philosophy of education to a great extent serves this purpose. So in this video, we will understand in the most simple way what is the meaning of philosophy of education and why is it important for educators and teachers. In order to understand this, we will first understand philosophy and then education. As we can see that the word philosophy is derived from two Greek words, philo meaning love and sophia meaning wisdom. So philosophy means love of wisdom. Here is a definition of philosophy given by Plato, who said that philosophy is a process of constant questioning, and questioning necessarily takes the form of dialogue. We know that it is human nature to constantly think and ask questions. Our mind is always filled with lots of questions from the philosophical point of view. A person may ask, who am I? What is the purpose of my existence? What is reality? Does God exist? And if yes, can you prove it? Now let us move on to the meaning of education. And then we will combine these two and get the meaning of educational philosophy. And why is it important in the field of education? So, the word education is derived of these Latin words, educare, which means to mold, to raise, to nourish, educere, which means to lead out, to draw out, and educatum, which means to train, to teach. Here is a definition of education given by Mahatma Gandhi. Education is defined as all-round development of best in a child, physical, mental, social, and spiritual. So now we have the meaning of philosophy of education. It is very simple. Philosophy of education is nothing but a process of solving educational problems through philosophical method from a philosophical attitude to arrive at a philosophical conclusion and results. Thus, it aims at achieving general as well as comprehensive results. Philosophy of education is a philosophical reflection on the nature, aims, and problems of education. In educational philosophy, we will often come across these three words, which are very important for us to know, because from the exam point of view, you will get questions where you will not be directly asked, what is reality according to this and that philosophy? What is knowledge? What is value? So we have to keep in mind that metaphysics is reality, epistemology is knowledge, and then value is called axiology in philosophy. And these are called the branches of philosophy. Now we must be thinking, why do we need this philosophy in the field of education? What is its relevance? Or say, why do we study it in our B.ED program, in our master's program? Or say, why do we get this kind of questions in our NET first paper? So these are the reasons. Philosophy of education helps in determining the aim of education, the aim from the diversities of life, and selecting the means accordingly. In short, it helps in providing education according to the needs of the society. It helps in harmonizing old and new traditions in the field of education. We have seen that in the process of social development, old traditions are always replaced by new ones. But this replacement is not always smooth. It is faced with lots of opposition from certain orthodox sections of society. At the same time, it must be kept in mind that every old is not outdated and every new is not perfect. So there is a need of balancing this, and this can be performed by philosophy of education. Philosophy of education provides the educational planners, administrators and educators with the right vision which guides them to attain the educational goals efficiently. It also prepares the young generation to face the challenges of the modern times. In order to make teaching most effective, a teacher must understand his or her own philosophies so that he knows what he is teaching, how he is teaching, and how he can improve or make it better for the students. So that was the basic meaning of philosophy of education and its importance and relevance in the field of education. In the upcoming videos, we will learn the various Indian philosophies like the Sankhya Vedanta, Buddhism, Jainism, Islamic, and also the Western like the idealism, pragmatism, existentialism, which is going to be very interesting. So if you are new to this channel, please subscribe and also press the bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you.